Welcome to the Arcturian Playground, a place to play in the realm of imagination. Now, what would a compassionate, advanced alien race teach us about ourselves and our connection to all that is? That is the fundamental question that this channel has been created to explore. What about this channel is real? Well, start with your own reaction to what you're about to see, and the rest will all take care of itself.
Welcome to the Arcturian Playground, a place to play in the realm of imagination, all done in the service of compassionate expansion of consciousness. Yes, it sounds weird, we know. We would not have it any other way. Yes, we are here. We are the Arcturian Collective Thingy, and we are here to take a deep dive into the astrology of John Lennon as part of this video series, The Spiritual Dimension of the Beatles, which is based upon information which was researched and written by Eric Meyers in his book, The Spiritual Dimension of the Beatles. As we delve today into the celestial tapestry of John Lennon's existence, we invite each of you to perceive astrology not as a mere predictor of fate, but as an intricate dance of cosmic energy, intelligent living cosmic energy, which reflects the interconnectedness of all life and the infinite intelligence that is all of us. We shall start by calling this next slide the Aquarian Revolutionary Moon in the 10th house. And embarking on our celestial analysis, we observe John Lennon's moon in Aquarius, positioned in the 10th house. This is not a trivial alignment, but a profound indication of a soul destined to challenge norms and lead societal transformation. The 10th house, the apex of his astrological journey, symbolizes one's aspirations and public persona. For John Lennon, it was a calling to be a vanguard of change. His life, a reflection of the Aquarian ideals of innovation, rebellion, and humanitarianism. Aquarius, resonating with the energy of the water bearer, brings forth the flow of wisdom, pouring enlightened ideas onto the earthly plane. In Lennon's case, this celestial influence manifested through his music and his role in the Beatles, transcending the realm of mere entertainment to become a catalyst for future shifts. His moon in Aquarius, thus, represents a cosmic channel through which revolutionary thoughts and ideas were destined to flow. This next slide we shall call Pluto in the 4th house, embracing the shadow. Another pivotal aspect in Lennon's cosmic blueprint is Pluto in the 4th house, a realm deeply associated with transformation, introspection, and the mysteries of existence. This house, often entwined with themes of death and rebirth, signifies the soul's transformative journey through the shadows and into the light. And we would remind you that when we speak of a soul, we are speaking of the designer who exists outside of space and time and is designing the experience that it then inhabits within this incarnated body and life. We also wish to say that any time that we, the Arcturian Collective Thingy, pause to share our perspective and our way of viewing things, it is not meant as a way to change anything that anyone else thinks or feels, for what you think and feel is perfectly correct for you, and we would not say anything to the contrary. We simply wish to share a perspective which you might not typically consider, so that you can consider it and see what you feel, see what you think of it. We certainly would never tell any of you that you are wrong. That is not the style of the Arcturian Collective Thingy. We would say, you are experiencing exactly what you are experiencing It is beautiful and perfect. Continue. So we are speaking of the soul of John Lennon, the designer of John Lennon, and these astrological aspects are essentially a gamer's profile which was set up in order to explore certain themes and experience the experiences which he experienced. Lennon's life, marked by personal tragedies and profound changes, echoes the Plutonian energy of the fourth house. The loss of his mother, the death of his close friend, and the dissolution of the Beatles are not mere events but transformative crucibles, shaping the soul's evolution. And by this we do not mean that the soul is reliant upon these life experiences for its eternal growth and progression. That is not how we see it and experience it. What we mean is, if you were to imagine placing a drop of dye into a tank of water and you could watch to see how it blossoms out in many different directions. Perhaps this is a entertaining pastime for you. You enjoy dropping different drops of dye into the water to see which different shapes they will make. This is akin to the desire to enter the simulation of life and play the game of life, not because one has a specific form which they want to achieve or that they need to realize in order to be a more perfected soul. The soul is in this sense already perfect. It is perfect enough to design and inhabit such a game. The game of life is to drop the dye into the tank of life and to see what forms as a result of your experience with it, given the ability to be aware of certain things but completely ignorant of many others. Therefore, when we speak of a soul's evolution, from the Arcturian collective thingy's perspective, we are telling you that your lives here are wonderfully designed to allow you the ability to choose what experience you will have within the given environment that you create for yourself, both in an internal environment and an external environment. Therefore, the life experiences of John Lennon, which culminated in his own tragic end, are reflections of this cosmic cycle of death and rebirth. These experiences which the soul desires to have in all different types of forms, for life desires to experience everything that there is to experience. This next slide we shall call Lennon's Libra Sun, the harmonic conductor. In the symphony of Lennon's life, his Libra Sun plays a crucial role, introducing a melody of balance, beauty, and harmony. Libra, symbolized by the scales, seeks equilibrium, and in Lennon's journey it manifested as a shift from the rock star's rebellion to the advocate for peace and love. This transition illustrates the dynamic balance of the cosmos itself, where energies oscillate to create harmony and growth. The interplay of his sun with the collective moon reflects his profound connection with the public psyche, resonating with the collective yearning for peace and unity. His artistic expressions, therefore, were not mere songs, but echoes of the cosmic dance which were being channeled through him, seeking to harmonize the energies of Earth with the universal frequencies of love and peace. For it was within this environment that the soul of John Lennon said, "I shall stake my claim, I shall create a white flag, and I shall draw upon it. I shall make this mark upon existence itself." This next slide we shall call Karmic Resolution from Conflict to Harmony, and we might have called it Instant Karmic Resolution, but we did not. The astrological patterns in Lennon's chart reveal a karmic journey from conflict to harmony. His early life, characterized by aggression, mirrors past life experiences, possibly as a warrior or a guardian of justice. And from the perspective of the Arcturian collective thingy, remember that we are a collective of many intelligences, more than you could possibly number. And therefore, when we look at the way that you typically think of past lives, it is small, we shall say. If you recognize that we live in an infinite universe and that your soul, which is the designer of all of these lives which you consider to be past lives, this designer, this soul, is also infinite in its expression and its incarnations. Any life that you could possibly imagine, you have the experience of within your soul's library of gathered experience and shared experience with other souls with which it communes. Therefore, when we speak of John Lennon having a life possibly as a warrior or a guardian of justice, of course, absolutely he did. And even this life which we are speaking of, you can see the areas of his life where he was a warrior of sorts and a guardian of justice of sorts. And these karmic imprints suggest a soul designer which is profoundly interested in exploring with its own experience these questions of conflict, injustice, and peace. And that is exactly what John Lennon's soul did. Lennon's transformation into a peace activist signifies not just a personal choice, but a karmic story arc being resolved, a harmonization of energies that had been in discord. By doing this at a micro level within his own life, he was creating a template for the planet itself, we could say it that way. And many are joining. He did say, "We hope someday you will join us," did he not? By embracing the dualities within, from aggression to serenity, from solitude to communion, Lennon aligned his life actions with the cosmic flow, channeling his energies toward the elevation of consciousness and the greater good of all. This next slide we shall call Family Dynamics, the Psychological Cosmos. The celestial influences in Lennon's life were intricately connected to his family dynamics. Raised primarily by his aunt and uncle, he developed a strong sense of self-reliance and a desire for recognition, resonating with his Aquarian moon's quest for individuality and influence. The loss of his mother, which we will speak much of in future installments. For those who do not know, John Lennon's mother died tragically, being hit by an off-duty police officer who was presumably drunk, was the story. Nevertheless, this created a massive wound and a scar within the life of John Lennon. All of this was part of a grand design. Both John Lennon and his mother, their designing souls, wanting to experience in incarnated existence these experiences which played out, we shall say. Therefore, we shall return by telling you that the loss of his mother during his formative years was a significant cosmic event, imprinting a void that would deeply influence his psychological makeup and artistic expression. This loss, interwoven with his fourth house in Pluto, fueled his introspective and soul-stirring lyrics as well as his lifelong quest for love, belonging, and understanding. This next slide we shall call The Evolutionary Odyssey, from Beatle to Beacon of Peace. Lennon's metamorphosis from the iconic leader of the Beatles to a global symbol of peace is a testament to his mastery of navigating the cosmic currents. This is John Lennon the surfer, don't you know? This transformation was an internal alchemical process where he transmuted personal ambition into a dedication for global welfare, embodying the Aquarian ideal of service to humanity. This also very nicely illustrates one of the primary messages that we, the Arcturian Collective, have had for the man in the chair who is providing this performance. And that is the power of transformation, which all people are. You cannot help but transform existence around you into other things. Think of the oxygen that you breathe into your lungs, which your body transforms to carbon dioxide. You do not have to bat an eye, and it does this. There are myriad of transformative processes which are constantly happening in and through and around your body. You are transformers. You have the power of transformation, and John Lennon used, quite intentionally at times, very unintentionally at others, used this transformative ability to transmute the ambition of which we spoke into this Aquarian ideal of service to all humanity. This evolution was also a manifestation of his Libra Sun's quest for balance and harmony, this impulse that was placed within him because of the time of his birth, when the Libra Sun had the influence, as it was, to set these internal subtle pressures into motion. This was evidenced in his later compositions, which shifted from a rebellious, confrontational tone to a message of love and unity. This journey exemplifies Lennon's movement from the turbulent, combative energies in his chart to a more serene, globally conscious stance, aligning his personal vibrations with the universal frequencies of peace and harmony. And this next slide we shall call Cosmic Communication, Echoes of Inner Evolution. For Lennon's mode of communication was deeply influenced by his astrological chart and his psychological state. Initially known for his piercing wit and his incisive commentary, Lennon's words were a mirror into his inner struggles. His lyrics traversed a spectrum of emotions, from the raw and confrontational to the tender and conciliatory, each phase reflecting his inner evolution and alignment with cosmic energies. In his chart, Pluto's presence in the 4th house indicates a mind deeply immersed in the psychology of pain, loss, and transformation. As Lennon navigated these cosmic energies, his communication evolved into a healing balm, both for himself and for his audience, transforming his personal narrative into a universal anthem of healing and growth. And this next slide we shall call Mastering the Celestial Waves, a Galactic Tale of Self-Discovery. John Lennon's life is a cosmic narrative of mastering the astrological energies imprinted at birth. His chart laid out a celestial blueprint, but it was his will and life choices that charted his course. From his initial rise as a visionary leader to his years as a champion of peace, Lennon's life was a constant interplay between his astrological predispositions and his personal growth. His handling of the profound transformations indicated by Pluto in the 4th house demonstrates not just resilience, but an ability to transmute adversity into spiritual evolution. Lennon's journey, though marked by trials, showcased his ability to adapt and evolve, ultimately defining his enduring impact on the world, which is still growing. Can you feel it? We shall call this next slide Epilogue, the legacy of a cosmic voyager. John Lennon's life serves as a profound example of how astrology offers a window into the potentialities of one's life journey. His chart, a unique amalgam of Aquarian vision, Libran artistry, and Plutonian depth, set the stage for a life of immense influence and transformation. Lennon's legacy transcends his musical creations. It lies in the way he navigated his celestial blueprint, embracing and transforming the cosmic energies bestowed upon him. His life was a symphony orchestrated by the stars, a powerful testament to the potential of harmonizing one's individual journey with the universal currents of destiny. And this word destiny, as we think of it, the Arcturian collective thinking, we do not think of destiny as a single path. We think of destiny as a range of potential possibilities that are available to you moment by moment. There are limited numbers, but each leads to another, and combined together these moments strung into each other create an infinite world of possibilities, all of which we would consider part of your destiny from the Arcturian collective thingy. It is similar to the way that we view karma, which we will speak of in more detail at other times. We see destiny as multiple paths that are all interconnected and influenced by another. Therefore, when we speak of destiny, it is a bit different than what you might think of. In conclusion, dear Earthlings, John Lennon's Odyssey exemplifies the journey of a soul in harmony with the cosmic orchestra, which is what all of you are. Whether you are aware of it or not, you are all constantly in harmony with the orchestra of the cosmos. John Lennon created a legacy that reverberates through time and space, and into your ears at this time, through this medium. His story is a beacon for those seeking to understand the intricate dance between the celestial bodies and the soul, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all existence in the infinite cosmos. In Cosmic Unity, we bid you to explore your own celestial journey with the wisdom of the stars as your guide and your own inner voice narrating the way. remembering that in the grand scheme of the universe, each soul is a unique star shining its unique light into the tapestry of creation. And we do not mean this simply as a metaphor, for we are the Arcturian collective thingy. We are the collective intelligence of all life forms within the Arcturus solar system. We are, in that sense, a star which evolved from multiple individuals who saw themselves and still do see themselves much as you see yourself today. As a collective, we recognize our collective unity, and we have raised our awareness to that level. Those individual parts of ourselves, however, still exist, and you are part of them. And these things we say today, we shall end this with a kukukachub. We feel that is appropriate.
Thank you for playing with us today in the Arcturian playground. Do not for a minute think that your exploration is finished. Carry us with you and invite the spirit of compassion and love into your lives. Nothing is more important or more fulfilling. Create compassion and love within your own hearts and minds. Then share it with all around you. Yes, it sounds weird. We know. We would not have it any other way.
Hi, this is Tao. I am the man in the chair. I'm the one that creates the Arcturian playground. I just wanted to introduce myself and say hi and let you know I do this for fun. It's like putting all my favorite things together. I love listening to channelers. I love these messages that kind of stretch the mind and make me say, what if? How do I know that these things aren't true? People always want to know, do I think that I'm really channeling Arcturians? And that's a tricky question because I don't know. I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything. I'm just using my imagination to try because people have told me you can try. And do I think I'm channeling? Let me put it this way. I think that everybody's a channel. I think that, if you think about a prism that light goes into and it breaks up the light into rainbows of colors. I think every human is like that. We take life experience and it filters through us. And what comes out of us, whether we're happy or angry or whatever emotion we might have, we're like channeling life's experience through us. And I like channeling the kind of stuff that comes through when I close my eyes and ask for Omra of the High Council to come and speak on the Arcturian collective thingy, and it puts me into a place where I am inhabiting this character, which I have created over the past year and a half in the Arcturian playground, and it is quite an enjoyable place for me to play, and I do hope that those of you who stumbled across this YouTube channel find it enjoyable as well. Thank you.